Hey dear students, hello, welcome to LEDx. I am your LED expert Ananya Kumar, and in this video series we will be focusing upon the white collar crimes that happen in the country. So before getting into the video as to what to expect in this particular course, let me give you a very brief introduction about myself. As I told you, my name is Ananya Kumar and I have been associated as an assistant professor in the School of Law in CPJ College, affiliated to IP University, Delhi. And currently at present, I am also pursuing my PhD in law from Gautam Buddha University, UP State. Prior to this, I obviously have completed my LLB and LLM, specifically in cyber law. Prior to this, I have completed my LLB from Campus Law Center, Delhi University, and my LLM from IP University in cyber law. I have been associated with the legal field for about a decade. Being a law student, being a law professor, being a legal researcher, being a legal professional in altogether. So I have worked as an advocate in the courts of law. I have worked as a legal professor in the classrooms with you students, and I had a wonderful legal journey, and today I am here in front of you to share my knowledge with you all as your legal expert. So in my video series, we will be focusing on the white collar crimes in India. Now this term can be said that it is a new generation of legal crimes. This term came up in 1934 and was being coined by Professor Sutherland, who was a criminologist, and the main idea behind his coining of the term was that he wanted people of high social status, the people who enjoy a lot of power in their life, to be held liable for the wrongful activities they indulged in related to their occupational work. So for this, Professor Sutherland had coined the definition of white collar crimes, wherein he has stated that these are the crimes committed by persons of respectability and high social status in the course of their occupation. Now, starting with this particular definition, this definition has been criticized time and again, has been considered a little vague, but is very important to us because this is the starting point of defining white collar crimes in the country, for defining white collar crimes worldwide. So we will be focusing upon Professor Sutherland, his theory related to white collar crimes, the criticisms that have surfaced because of this particular definition, and then after discussing the whole concept of white collar crimes related to the classification, what effects do these kind of crimes they have in the society, to not just focusing these crimes related to the occupation of any particular company, but rather also we will be discussing about these kind of crimes getting their way into various other professions as well, various other learned professions as well. Like we will be discussing about the occurrence of white collar crimes in the legal profession, in the medical profession, in the educational profession, and so on and so forth. Then we will also focus upon the white collar crimes in India for obvious reasons. We will be talking about the white collar crimes starting from the very ancient period. Did you know that our ancient gurus like Yajnavalkya, Narad Muni, Kautilya, they all were in the favor of, and they have also noted down that these kind of issues or these kind of wrongful acts that are being done by the people of higher social status shall be sanctioned and should be punished by the higher authorities or by the sovereign authorities of the state. So, keeping that in mind, moving towards the modern era, we will be discussing how the whole legislations related to white collar crimes were developed in the country, starting from the Santhanam Committee of 1962, wherein for the first time in our own country in India, we have discussed about the issues related to white collar crime, issues related to corruption, and so on and so forth. And we will also be discussing about some institutions that cater to these issues, like the Central Vigilance Commission, which I am sure you all know is the apex commission to investigate the cases of corruption, was being set up after the recommendation of this committee. So, moving further, we will be discussing about the legislations, of course. What are the legislations available? What does the Money Laundering Act, what does the Prevention of Money Laundering Act talks about? What does the Prevention of Corruption Act talks about? What is there in the Essential Commodities Act? What is included in the Adulteration Act? Did you know that we have an act related to adulteration of drugs and cosmetics as well? So from now on, if there is any problem in your cosmetics, you can refer to that act as a tool and fight your own case. So, along with the discussions of the legislations, we will be discussing some very famous scams that have not only jolted the entire nation, that have not only depreciated the economy of the nation, depreciated the whole development image of the country altogether, but have also ruined the lives of many innocent people. We will be talking about Harshad Mehta, Ketan Parekh, Augusta Westland case, Nirav Modi, and a few more. So, I hope that in my video series, you will be able to gain out some knowledge or take away some knowledge, and will be able to appreciate the concept of white collar crimes that have been developed in our country, and time and again which is changing considering the pace of development in the nation. So, I hope that you will be associating with me. I will be able to clarify your doubts relating to white collar crimes, and will be able to explain you the whole concepts relating to white collar crimes or occupational crimes in a very simple manner and make it easy and fun for you. So, waiting for you all. Hope to see you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.